So there was a comment left in one of my last videos, and the comment said, "Don't you live with your mom and your aunt? LOL." Now, you guys haven't heard a whole bunch of details about my life or about my past, specifically about my past, where all my upbringing is from, and how I spent my teenage years, all that, right? I haven't given you some stories here and there, but I haven't given you a lot of details about it, right? And I will. I promise you guys I will. I keep telling you guys this. All I'm waiting on is just a few more subs. And by just a few more subs, all I mean is 10,000 subs. That's the number. I promise you guys, that's the number. As soon as I hit 10,000 subs, I'm going to open up about my life, about my past especially, a lot more. And really, when I say about my past, I'm talking about my family upbringing, my upbringing. That's about it. Everything else, I've pretty much opened up to you guys like an open book. And the reason behind why my family upbringing is important to you guys is because you're going to learn a lot from that. I promise you, a lot. How I was raised, my family background, this and that, because I know for a fact a lot of you can relate to that. That's why I'm going to be sharing those stories. But today, I'm going to give you just a small piece of my past. And that is, I was so poor, and so was my mom, that we had to move in with our aunt, with her sister, my mom's sister, my aunt, right? And live with them for a brief period of time. My mom didn't have a house. Whenever her and I lived by ourselves, my mom and I, we lived in an apartment, but then when she couldn't afford it anymore, she had to move back with her sister. Her sister owned the house. My aunt owned the house. Whoever wrote this comment definitely knows me, right? Definitely knows me pretty well. Like, when I say pretty well, I mean like they're most likely from my town or heard about me from some family members of mine. That's what I mean. I'm not saying that they're my friend and they know me that well, because if it was my friend or even foe, especially if it was my foe, my enemy, they definitely don't know this detail about me. But if it was my friend, they most likely wouldn't come on YouTube and leave this comment talking about, like, just hating on me for no reason, right? Definitely one of my friends wouldn't do that. Like, what is the point of this comment? It was left on one of the videos where I think I titled it another example of your modern broke woman, and then the thumbnail was the girl, one of the girls I smashed in the past, and I captioned it on the thumbnail, "My sloppy seconds." She was a redhead hoe with perky titties, nice booty, soccer player. I think you guys know what I'm talking about, which video. If you don't, go check that video out. So if this person knew this detail about me, that I used to live with my mom and my aunt, they definitely knew the fact that I was in my teenage years when this happened. If they knew that fact about me, they definitely know my age, don't they? Of course they do. I moved out of my mama's house when I was 19, 20, around there. I believe I was 19. And I have not looked back ever since. So if you're going to come in here and leave a comment that has nothing, absolutely freaking nothing to do with the video that I talked about, or I give you an example of another broke woman, and instead you just want to hate on me, at least make some sort of sense, okay? At least, like, how big of an imbecile and a moron do you have to be talking smack about someone and your comment doesn't even make sense? I was living with my aunt from the age of what, 16 to 18 or 16 to 19, something like that. You really expect me, my aunt and my mom, I was living with my mom and my aunt from the age of 16 to 18, 16 or 19, around there. You really expect me to move out of them when I'm not even at the legal age of 18? You expect me to move out of their place and live on my own? Are you How big of a retard says something like that? Somebody please explain this to me. I cannot even legally get a place of my own because I'm not even 18. I wasn't even 18 at that time. And soon after I turned 18, I moved the hell out. And I have not looked back ever since. I have been living on my own ever since. I own houses now. I own my own house now where I live. Think about that, fellas. This is the point of the video, is that it doesn't matter where you go. It doesn't matter how much successful you become, who you become. All they're going to remember, and by they I mean the people from your past, is you when you were with them at that time. That's the time they're going to remember. That's the time they're going to remember you as. And they're going to think that that's who you are, and that's who you will be forever. No, time changes everything. Every freaking thing. I am nowhere near the same person I was 5 years ago. Dude, there's people in their mid-20s, 30s who are living with their parents, and you want to come here and talk crap on someone who was living with their parents, with their mom and aunt, when they were 16, 17 years old? What the fuck? And that really got me thinking, is that brothers need to hear this message, man. Because I know you have so many people like that in your life who don't even give a rat's ass if you become successful. They're going to look at you like, you don't have a house big enough. Oh, your house is $300,000? Oh, it could have been $400,000. Oh, your car is worth $50,000? It could have been $100,000. It could have been worth $100,000. Bitch, you're driving around in a 97 beat up Honda Civic. What the hell are you talking about? How much my car would have been? How much my car could have been worth? What's your net worth, girl? -5 cents? Any worried about what I have? People cannot stand the fact that you are successful now. You guys know I became an engineer. I'm working on getting my pilot's license now. I'm a real estate investor now. I got success after success after success to show for. But these people don't give a shit about any of that. They want to see you fail, just like half of you motherfuckers probably watching me who want to see me fail. Who are like, I don't think you guys realize that these subscribers I'm getting, these views I'm getting, these are not all my supporters. I know that too. A whole bunch of you guys are haters, and you're watching it. Look at him. He's so cocky. All the chicks who's watching me. Look at him. He's in so much shape. Who the hell does he think he is, huh? Meanwhile, their pussy's getting wet. Their pussy's tingling, looking at me and hearing my voice, and they're still hating on me, right? These are the type of people you have to cut out from your life, fellas. Even your own family is not going to acknowledge your success. Oh no, who do you think you are? Just because you got a little bit of money, that's what you think you're all that? Yes, baby, I do. Just because I got a little bit of money means I'm all that. Now show me what you got. Oh, snap. Nothing, huh? That's what you got? A fat old nothing. That's why I talked about this before, is that don't take advice from people who are not at your level, who are beneath you. When somebody tries to give you advice, when somebody tries to tell you, oh, you shouldn't talk like this, you shouldn't think like this, you shouldn't do things like this, you shouldn't hurt people's feelings like this, ask them what's their net worth and what's their net work. Ask them what's their achievements. Ask them how successful they are. And after you get their answers and you evaluate that they're beneath you, just turn around and walk away. Or block them if they're talking crap online. That's what I did. I blocked this person. Because that's a different level of toxicity, man. That is a whole different level of toxicity. You are so miserable. And I have noticed this from a lot of guys on here too. Guys whose chin looks like my ball sack. Because you're fat as hell, lazy as hell. You don't even know where the damn gym is in your town because you've never been there. All you know is how to is where the Cookie Monster, or not Cookie Monster, Ben and Jerry's cookies and cream ice cream jar is in your local Costco. You know exactly where that is. You walk in, you go straight to that and pick that up. And on the way back, you're picking up some Doritos bags too. You know exactly where that is, but you don't know where the gym is in your town. These are the guys who come in here and talk shit and hate on you when you're better than them. I'm better than you, motherfucker. What's up? What's up? I'm better than all y'all haters out there. Because if you were better than me, you wouldn't be hating my message. If you're a hater of mine, just know that you're not as good as me. I'm better than you. In every aspect of life, I'm better than you. If you're a hater of me. Because if you are, I don't like repeating myself, but it's point blank period. Is that if you are hating on me, you're just not at my level. Because people who are at my level or better know that the message I'm preaching has endless value. And they will never in a million years hate on it. Maybe they might hate on the way how I'm doing it, but not on the message. They might hate on me because I talk like an a-hole, talk like a jerk. I'm very harsh and straight up forward. But even then, guys, people who are actually successful, who are better than me, and people who are at my level, those people understand that most likely those people are men, because women are nowhere near as successful as I am. Women in general. I'm not talking about every single woman in the world. But men, so those men, they understand what it took for them to get there. So they don't even care about my delivery. They like it. Successful guys, rich guys, like somebody who give it to them raw. No homo. Who give it to them uncut, unfiltered. Who keep it all the way real with them. Successful people love it. Because they know that in this cold, hard world of nothing but sharks and dogfights, there's no place for emotions and weakness. No place whatsoever. You have to be cutthroat, logical, son of a bitch. That's how harsh this world is. All is fair in love and war. That's what they say, right? I'm adding another one. All is fair in love, war, and business. If you want to make money, you're going to have to step over people. You're going to have to piss people off. You're going to have to make people angry. You want to you want to grab people's attention, you got to set yourself apart. You have to be controversial. You have to be polarizing as a guy. You don't have a pair of titties and a booty to show off and get attention from people. Nobody would have been watching me if I came here and just said, "Oh, guys, don't hurt people's feelings. You know, be nice to them." Get the fuck out of here with that crap, with that nonsense. You guys love me for my uncutness, my unfilteredness. I know that. Because that's who I am. I don't like pussyfooting around important issues. I don't like beating around the bush. I don't like sugarcoating shit. I want the cold hard truth. Regardless of how painful it might be for me. It might be for me to take that truth in. For me to accept that truth. But guys, forget about all these people. Cut all these people off. Cut your family members off if you have to, because they're going to try to bring you down, as I said. That's the worst, man. That's the worst of them worst. When your own family members doesn't even acknowledge you and wants to play you down. Women do it all the time. Just so they keep the upper hand on you, even though when you're better than them. Oh, who do you think you are? Bitch, I'm better than you. That's who I think I am. Just because you got a little bit of likes on your Instagram page don't mean jack squat. Are those Instagram likes paying your damn bills? Hell no. So, and women do that just so you don't act cocky. Because they know inevitably, they know deep down they can't compete with you. That's why they try to keep that away from you. It's that simple, fellas. Don't let them fool you into thinking otherwise. And just know they want to see you fail. If you want to get out of that struggle life, if you want to get out of that hood, if you want to get out of wherever you are and you don't want to be there. They want to see you fail. They want to bring you down. They're going to bring you down. Try their best to bring you down. I had so many people sending me legal threats. So I'm going to take you to court. I'm going to come find you. Make sure we never run into each other in the public. What are you gonna do about it? Do some. Oh, you're gonna take me to court? Okay, take me to court. I'll see you in court then. These are all empty threats. If somebody was really gonna do something to you, they would have done it instead of saying it. It's nothing but just talk. Take it in one ear, let it go in the other ear. I have had so many death threats, legal threats, as I mentioned, financial threats. Like, what the fuck you gonna do about it? Do something, bitch. I dare you, do something. Just know that, fellas, as long as you're true to yourself and true to your grind, that's all that matters. Because at the end of the day, all these people who are hating on you, all these people who are even loving you, none of them are going to come to save you. People who hate you, there's people out there who hate you, there's people out there who love you, but none of them will come to save you. You have to save your damn self, and you have to look out for your own best interest. You have to make it on your own as a man. Nobody cares about you. Nobody gives a shit if you don't have food on the table or if you don't have a roof over your head. Make sure to look out for your own best interest. Because when they see you fail, that's when it gives their ego a boost. Oh yeah, I was right about him. See, he is really a nobody. And when you succeed, they can't stand. The hair in their back stands up. How dare he become successful after talking all that crap? Well, guess what, baby? Because I took the approach most people wouldn't even dream of taking it. I took the approach that the most general peasants, because that's what most public are, the majority of the public is, they're just peasants. I took the approach that kings take, not peasants. That's why I turned around and ended up being a king at the other end. You do peasant shit in your life, you're going to stay as a peasant. Up to you how you want to change your life around. I don't really care if you do it for you or for anybody else, or don't do it at all. Follow me on Instagram at zeekpeak00. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.